And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. This afternoon, we are watching and reacting to Curaçao versus Ivory Coast, FIFA World Cup 2026 Group E. Also keeping an eye on Ecuador, Germany as well. Final match day of Group E, of course. Also of Group F and Group D. And then, of course, we have 3 more streams tomorrow. All 3 are getting reviews today. The later 2 matches are getting reviews tomorrow. And no reviews on Saturday because we just have our round of group stage recap, round of 32 predictions, knockout round predictions. I'm doing well, William. So that's what we have over the next 3 days. All 3 of these games will get reviews. With that being said, starting 11 for Curaçao in goal. Eloy Room, the back 5 of Deveron Fonville, Sherelle Floranis. We have Armando Obispo, Jurian Gari. We have Joshua Brené, Tahith Chong, Levano Comenencia. We have Juninho, or Leandro Bacuna and Juninho Bacuna. Jurgen Locadia for Ivory Coast in goal. We have Yahya Fofana, Guale Due, Odolan Kosanu. We have Usman Diamande. We have Christopher Opedi. We have Adama Diamande, or Yan Diamande. Ibrahim Sangare, Frank Kessier, Ahmad Diallo, Pepe, and John Boni for Ivory Coast. For the Ecuador-Curaçao game, Hernan Galindez, Piero Hincapié, William Pacho. We have, how we doing Ozon? Joel Ordonez, the midfield 5 of John Yaboa, Alan Franco, Pedro Vite, Moises Caicedo, and Nelson Angulo. And up top, Ener Valencia and Gonzalo Plata for Germany, Manuel Neuer, Joshua Kimmich, Antonio Rudiger, Jonathan Tah, David Raum, Alexander Pavlovich, Felix Nemecha, Leroy Sané, Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz, Kai Havertz. So we'll keep an eye on both matches, of course, as we did yesterday and as we'll do for the next 2 days. How we doing? So that's what we have on this match. We have, of course, the Japan-Sweden match next after the review of this game, and then the USA-Turkey match where we're all going to pay attention to every single match. But still going. 2 more days of the group stage after this, but we got 3 matches to play today, so really it's just 3 at this point. But with that being said, here we go. Curaçao Ivory Coast is what we'll be focusing on. Oh, I'm good with that. The Raptors will likely pursue Kawhi Leonard with a trade package centered around Brandon Ingram and draft compensation if he becomes available this summer. Because I shaved. Dude, I shaved yesterday. Or Wednesday, late Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I was shaved yesterday. I don't know what it took Alex so long to clock it and you so long to clock it, to be honest. Curaçao wearing blue, Ivory Coast wearing orange, Ecuador wearing yellow, Germany wearing their black and blue. And they're off in Ecuador for the Ecuador versus Ivory, or Ecuador versus Germany match. They are off. They have begun over there. Ivory Coast and Curaçao about to kick off. And the winner of this group, I think, is already Germany, yeah. Playing forward, we're off. 12 seconds in, 39 seconds in. All right. Auf geht's, Deutschland. We'll see how they do. All right. All these teams have a chance to advance in this table. Germany has clinched Group E. They will face a third-place team in the round of 32. Ecuador, here's a chance. Save. Eloy Room will watch it go out. Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and Curaçao are playing for second place and third place, pretty much. Germany have clinched the group. No worries there for them. The question is, who will get second? If Curaçao wins, they'll be tied. Oh, that's a goal for Sane. Leroy Sane. Opening goal for Germany, and Curaçao moving forward as well. Save. Saved by Galindez. And it's 1-0 for Germany. Leroy Sane. Bad. Leroy Sane. Brings it down. Oh, they think there's a foul on the play as he was going for the ball. Pavlovich, 2 minutes in. VAR check. Yeah, I mean, he did kick him in the head. That might end up being potential high boot foul. Yeah, that's pretty locked on, honestly. If Curaçao wins this game, they will finish second against Ivory Coast. Because even if their goal differential is shittier, the head-to-head would favor Curaçao. Lol, damn. That was a bad. Yep, free kick. No goal. Or goal stands? What? Verts played it. Sane finished it. Sane didn't foul the guy. Well, I guess it is a goal stance. Okay. Ivory Coast advanced with a winner draw. If Curaçao wins, they will advance. Ecuador would have had to win to finish higher, but it does stand. It is a Leroy Sane goal. Shit, they barely even looked at that, to be honest. 2 minutes in for Sane. It does stand, actually. 0-1. Ref pointed to the center. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm surprised it wasn't even really checked, to be honest. Germany has 57 wins after scoring first at a World Cup. Yeah, I think Ecuador is screwed. Tori Penso, the center ref for the Ecuador game. I mean, good decision. Guy went for the ball. When removed the ball, he accidentally hit his face. Yeah, but that's a gray area, to be honest. I made another mistake. I should have collected those McDonald's cups. I checked on Marketplace, and those things are going $30 a cup, but depending on who you got. Well, I mean, if I was going to collect them, I wouldn't sell them this quickly. Second of all, I honestly don't want to eat McDonald's just to get these cups. So you made a mistake, but again, just give me the damn trading cards, and we'll be good. 0-0 for Curaçao, Ivory Coast. Playing forward. Good defensive play by Ivory Coast to get it clear. Ecuador's ass. Yeah, they are. Their defense is good, except for that goon. Wait, that goon Hathaway? Oh, Lord. Well, Florida knows what they are. Yep, they traded for a goon. Of course, Florida traded for a goon. Why wouldn't they? Playing forward. Ernie Clement is an all-star for the MLB. Ernie Clement will be an all-star for the American League. Let's go. Let's go. With that being said, Germany shot blocked away. Goal for Ivory Coast. Pepe scores. Curaçao's down 1-0. Well, Mr. 15 saves couldn't make a save there. Well, sad to see. 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 Ivory Coast coach. Dumb. So, how so? Why doesn't he bench Ahmad? Well, I mean, Ahmad Diallo scored in the first game and he came off the bench. Ball crossed in. What a shot. Pepe. Diamande doesn't do anything as a left winger. And it's Pepe goal for Ivory Coast. So now Curaçao is under Ecuador, but Ecuador only has 1 point, so I don't think they'd be a third-place team even if they wanted to. Ecuador. Gives it away. Here comes Ecuador. Shot! Goal! Oh my God! They scored a goal! They've scored a goal! And it was a beautiful one! Angulo! Angulo! 1-1. I mean, a second point's not even good enough to get him into the top 3 or the top 8 of the top 3 or the third places, but Nelson Angulo. What a shot. Oh! Ecuador finally scored a goal at this tournament. They finally scored a goal. 9th minute. Eloy Room better than Manuel Neuer? Streets are saying yes. What a shot. Shot wide. Streets are saying Eloy Room's better than Manuel Neuer. 0-1 for Ivory Coast. 1-1 for Ecuador, Germany. Wild 2 games so far. He just took that ball and hooked it. Yeah, it was a good shot. Streets are saying Eloy Room's better than Manuel Neuer. I mean, they have a point. They have a point. I said Streets are saying it. I didn't say it. The Streets was saying it, not me. 10 minutes in. Well, 9 minutes into the Curaçao game, 10 minutes into the Ecuador-Germany game. But what a game so far. Free kick for Germany. Twist and turn so far. Ivory Coast is in second place in the group, but they were anyway, but they have 6 points now instead of 4. Ecuador in third with 2, Curaçao with 1. So it looks like all 3, as it stands, all 3 non-host CONCACAF teams have been eliminated from the World Cup. Panama was eliminated with their loss to Croatia. Haiti was eliminated in the second match week. And Curaçao took it the longest. But in the end, they're still not eliminated yet. They haven't lost, but Oz Undav's still on the bench. I have no idea. Germany already won this group, and they have 7 points. Even if they lost this game, well. But, oh, they're playing Ecuador. Okay, I was like, yeah, they've already beaten Ivory Coast. Ball crossed in. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, wait, no, they have already beaten Ivory Coast. Thoughts on the Germany away kit? Would you rock this colorway on your stream? I mean, it's cool. It kind of looks like they picked the same colorway as like Argentina's away kit this year. But I'd prefer wearing the Germany home kit. I love their Adidas home kit this year. I do. With like the red wings or the red, black, and yellow wings, like the Germany flag wings, yoke, so to speak. I love that. But I mean, their away kit's nice. Did South Africa give Canada the biggest favor? Playing forward. Ecuador. I do like Germany's home kit this year, though. I really do. I mean, I should have a Germany kit. Playing forward. Knowing I do have some German blood, I should have a Germany kit, to be honest. Are you still mad that Canada lost? Not really, no. I was mad when it was going on. I was sad after it happened, and honestly, I'm not even mad or sad anymore. We got South Africa. Either losing to South Africa embarrasses me more, and I'm actually mad for a good long while, or we win that game, and whatever happens against Morocco, Japan, or the Netherlands happens. Probably a loss, but I can accept that. So I'm not mad yet. Or I'm not mad anymore. I was only really mad during the stream. Like after, it was just more sad. And then Curaçao trying to punch back. If Curaçao wins this game, they're going to make it as the second place team. Shot wide. Well, as long as Ecuador doesn't win, I think, actually. If Ecuador ends up winning, then that completely just ruins. If Ecuador wins and Curaçao wins, then Ecuador would be third place over Ivory Coast because of head-to-head. But because of goal differential, Ecuador would finish second. Ivory Coast up 1-0. Yes, I'm going to crash out if Canada loses against Ivory Coast, yes. Or South Africa, my bad. Well, I guess both, actually. We did draw them during the Canadian Shield last year, but Ivory Coast up 1-0, yep. Things can change. Things can change. We're not even to that freaking 30-minute mark yet. So 0-1, 1-1. So it's 0-1. How about Austria versus Algeria match in which both would mostly likely want to lose to the head-to-head tiebreaker rule? That's going to be nuts. But we're focusing on Argentina. Playing forward. Because St. Clair sucks. Do you think Messi plays tomorrow? Messi plays on Saturday. He doesn't play tomorrow because Argentina doesn't play till Saturday. But does he play Saturday? I say yes. At least 45 minutes. You forgot. 18th minute. Ecuador, Germany. Nil 1 for Curaçao. Ivory Coast over Curaçao in the 17th minute. Ivory Coast has 57%, 58% possession. Curaçao has 38%, 5% in contest, which I don't know how that divvies up. Do you think Jonathan David deserves bench? No, I mean, he scored a hat trick. I don't think you could bench a guy who has a hat trick. Sadly, the way that Laren and David have performed, Laren and Jonathan David have performed throughout this tournament, it's going to be hard to bench either one of them. Ivory Coast almost got a second. I mean, it is funny. It is ironic. It is definitely ironic that FIFA's Pride match was Iran versus Egypt. Or will be Iran versus Egypt. It's funny. It's like the two countries that are probably most opposed to it. Like it's ironic as all hell. Yeah. Doesn't seem like a way to. It doesn't seem like a way to celebrate Pride to me, by having it be the game where two of probably the most against that Pride countries are playing in the match. FIFA's tone deaf, man. FIFA's tone deaf. Like, I don't know. It's tone deaf. I don't know why they chose that. Either FIFA are a bunch of trolls or they're tone deaf, and I don't know which. 19th minute. Pinche FIFA. At this point, I know Pinche FIFA is just going to become that so FIFA at this point. '19th minute, 20th minute. Like, every time I hear something that comes out of FIFA, my reaction in English is fucking FIFA again. Pinche FIFA works so much better. Because, I mean, that's what pinche means. But either way, it translates too. So, yeah, pinche FIFA. Instead of that, so FIFA, or fucking FIFA, it's pinche FIFA, which has a nice ring to it. Has a nice ring to it. Over the top, headed away. Man, I want to see Curaçao pull something out here. Sorry, I'm late. My prediction score for Group E. Curaçao 1, Ivory Coast 2. And 0 for Germany, but you're happy they're proving you wrong right now. Well, Curaçao's not exactly, but Ecuador is. Crazy part is Germany really didn't even rotate. I wouldn't say Germany even really rotated, to be honest. And Ecuador's drawing him. One, I hope Lucas Zidane doesn't have Canadian blood. Second of all, I would not be happy if he played for Canada. I would rather have Dane St. Clair. I'd rather have Dane St. Clair over Lucas Zidane. No joke. Well, yeah, I mean, and I'm tired of the freaking FIFA circle jerk, so I'm tired of both, honestly. I'm tired of both FIFA or UEFA. I'm tired of UEFA circle jerk, and I'm tired of CONMEBOL circle jerk. I'm tired of both. I'm tired of both. Stop it. I'm tired of both. Imagine if you gave big teams on a pat on the back when they lose. Europe does it too, you know that. Like, if you think CONMEBOL is a circle jerk, why do you not say anything about UEFA? Playing forward. I don't know. "22nd minute. Don't watch much Europe. Wouldn't know. I'll try through the next 3 windows to get, or the next, in between this game and in between the U.S.-Turkey game to get the streams up for the next 2 days. What would your reaction be if Canada won the World Cup? I don't know. I don't know because I don't want to say anything too crazy that I might have to follow through on. One, and second of all, hydration break for the Curaçao game. I don't see it happening. And frankly, I don't want to say anything. I'll probably cry on stream, that's for sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ryan, I think Canada has a good chance against South Africa. He was talking about the whole damn thing, not just that game. We better beat South Africa. Tomorrow is the first day of the NHL draft. How we doing, Sean? How we doing? Enjoying the game here. Still going on Ecuador, Germany. No water break yet. Ball crossed in. Header saved. Hey, Everett's got his name back. He can't be. He's not 29 anymore. He got his name back. He can't be. Hydration break is almost over. The Curaçao Ivory Coast match. Playing forward. Ooh. Curaçao advanced with a win and Germany win. Ivory Coast advanced with a win or draw. Well, what do you mean by that? Like, why does Germany have to win to make Curaçao advance? Oh, wait. Well, Curaçao wins, they'd still have more points than Ecuador. And they would have the head-to-head over Ivory Coast. Why does the Germany win matter? Win or draw, sure, but do you think water breaks might come to MLS games in summer? Well, they already do water breaks in the MLS. Now, you're talking about the commercials? Possibly. But there have been hydration breaks in MLS throughout time eternal. Yeah, I was reading what Fox says. If Curaçao wins, they advance. But then it had and Germany win. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Because Ivory Coast would be down to... Ivory Coast is 6 points because they're beating Curaçao. Curaçao would be at 4 points. Ivory Coast would be at 3. Curaçao's over Ivory Coast anyway due to... Here's the water break for the Germany game. Due to head-to-head. And then Ecuador is only on 2. Then would only be on a... Well... Only on... Well, they'd still be on 2. So I don't understand why there was the and. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not good at math, but... I think I can see why it would just be... As soon as you mention it. Yeah, I guess there was an injury that stopped him from doing it when it was done in the Curaçao game. Or I guess it's up to the referee's discretion. I don't know. You know what? If there was an injury, you might as well just go ahead and do it. During the injury, I think that makes sense. I don't know. Happens 22nd, 23rd minute. Yeah, but if there's an injury, I guess it stops it. I don't think Joshua Kimmich was a top right back, and I don't think he was ever a top right back. I think edits are making him look better than he is. Kimmich mentality edits, he's all right. And his mentality's good. Because even Americans are, but football is a weird sport. If you fuck with tradition, you're gonna get shit. You're gonna get shit. You can't mess with tradition in football, and that's the thing. It's a traditional sport. Now, do I want to watch these guys drink water? No, I could care less about the ad breaks. But I think it shouldn't have been every game. Like, every game just shows it's about the ads, not the hydration. Because you don't need hydration breaks at the Bends. You don't need hydration breaks at Jerry World. They're indoor AC stadiums. These guys are really screwed if they don't. If they need hydration breaks in a freaking AC controlled dome, truly do, these guys are screwed. But I've heard during the dome games, they don't even drink. Like, there aren't many players that actually drink the water, so. It's the fact that they're so obviously for the ads. Taif Chong is a dog. He's a damn good player. Corner for Curaçao. It was actually kind of cold at the Bends last night. Because people think it's America's fault there's ads. I told you it's tradition. Ball crossed in. Football's supposed to be one way, and I think European football fans are the most gatekeepy fans in the world. Curaçao's making it far in the Nations League, mark my words, in next Gold Cup. I could see it. But playing forward. '31st minute, 30th minute. Player down hurt. Curaçao player down hurt, and the goalie Fofana down hurt. Curaçao's better than Panama and Haiti. Well, I mean, Panama, I'm not sure. Oh. Goalie got ran into. It's a free kick for Ivory Coast. Comenencia tries to go for the ball. He gets pulled down. Germany playing forward. I mean, I think they're all good teams. Panama without Carrasquilla is bad, though. I'll agree on that. They're not bad, but they ain't the same. They ain't the same. Haiti is pretty damn good, I think. I mean, well, for CONCACAF's sake, but either way. So, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. Throw in for Ivory Coast. 1-0 to Ivory Coast. 1-1. Ecuador and Germany. Curaçao going to gonna mess stuff up in CONCACAF. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't exactly want to play them as a Canadian fan, but whatever. Header. If we're good enough, we should be able to handle them, but not exactly looking forward to the Nations League quarterfinals, I'll tell you that much. Because we don't have to play the group stage. I'm not exactly looking forward to who we get. Because, I mean, it's either, well, it's going to be tough, somewhat a little bit tough, especially on the road with a home and away. The away leg's going to be tough. It should be 3-1 Canada over South Africa. I could see, yeah, I would say that's about right. I said that was about right. Playing forward. Oh. Ivory Coast to clear it away. Here's Germany's! Knocked in the air. It's knocked in the air. Ivory Coast down. So, corner for Germany, 1-1. Over there. Germany's already won the group, and they're 7 points with them. Curaçao just needs to somehow come back and win if they want to advance to the round of 32. Ball crossed in. Brought down, no. Here comes Ivory Coast. Curaçao's playing hard. Ivory Coast got a good goal. Good save, Neuer. Slides in and saves. Today we'll be halfway through the end of the group stage. After the end of today, we'll have the six of the group stage groups complete. We have 6 more to complete. Of course, we're on number 4 of 6 and 4 of 12, but right now we're through 1/4 of the groups being complete, or in the process of getting to 1/4 of the groups being complete. Playing forward headed. Germany trying to attack. Ball cleared away. Ecuador's playing solidly. Ecuador's defense is showing out. They actually scored a goal. Header. "37th minute in both games." Might as well, pretty much. Cross. That will not go in. Good shot on that from Ivory Coast, but playing forward. "37th minute. Playing forward is Curaçao. Can they get one back before the half? Of course, to advance to the round 32, they got to win. Germany's won the group. 3 of these teams playing for second place. Right now, it's Ivory Coast, Ecuador, then Curaçao. "38th minute of 45. Plus stoppage time, of course. Hot take: 2014 Germany over 2022 Argentina. I mean, I agree. Like, 2022 Argentina was a good team. 2014 Germany was a damn wide. 2014 Germany was a damn dynasty level team. But the World Cup's a weird thing. And the fact it's only 4 minutes every 4 years. I gotta say, 2014 Germany, legitimately, you thought that team would be a dynasty. Is there any update on Kone and how many months he's going to be out? He had his surgery on his leg. I think they said 6 to 8. I didn't really see an update about the time frame, but was it forwarded? Felt like it took Tajon 6 to 8. Madiba got banned for 5 games after his tackle on Kone. That's crazy. Sidelining him for months. It's going to at least be 6 months, I'm sure. "41st minute. Be a corner. Corner for Ivory Coast. Ball crossed in. Curaçao, can they get clear? They do. They can run. Taif Chong has the ball at his feet. Yellow card for Germany. Nope. Nkapie got a yellow. Two more group stage match days. Well, 2 more days of the group stage. Match day 3 is both. A portion of match day 3 is both of them. Yellow card. Pavlovich gets a yellow. Curaçao. Into the box. Shot wide. Tried. Fourth minute. Game's been dead since it turned 1-1. Hell, the Curaçao's game's been dead since it went 1-0. Games looked like they were about to be a roller coaster, and then they just stopped being a roller coaster. And then they got dead. 44th minute. 4 attempts at goal for both teams, 1 shot at goal for both teams in the Curaçao-Ivory Coast game. I'd say that Ivory Coast has been better, but they have the lead. I mean, Curaçao haven't been bad. Don't get me wrong. Well, that might work, actually. 4 minutes of stoppage time for both matches. I think that's what I might do. Like, during this, like, little run of 4 days of the 4 match days before we get to the knockouts, I think I might review the group phases, like, every 3. Like, I think I'm going to record the group stage reaction clips and have those ready to go, besides the final groupings. Like the 3 group stage match days and the 3 groups, or the 9 groups that were played in those match days before we get to Saturday. Yeah, so I could just record the last group and then predictions. Header. Valeri's been traded to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Second rounder, third rounder, and a fifth going to Colorado. Ooh. Can't say I expected that. Well, feels like a little bit of a... Feels like a little bit of an underpaid, to be honest. Feels like Colorado kind of got screwed there. Player down here for Ecuador. '48th minute. '49th minute. Surprised that Kirill Marchenko's available. Columbus are listing on offers. Wow, what a silly season, man. Halftime of the Germany game, 1-1. Halftime, we got 1-1 in Ecuador, Germany. I kind of am shocked. I ain't going to lie. 1-1. 49th minute, player down for Ivory Coast. Consistent 30-goal scorer, about 70 points. Took a short break after this second game. Has hit halftime. Pepe gets... Oh. Halftime, 0-1 for Ivory Coast. But that being said, we're going to take a short break, talk about the stats of the half. When we come back, 0-1 and 1-1. 45 more minutes of this game. We'll review it. We'll put out a review for it. Then we'll move on to the Japan versus Sweden game. Also pay attention to the Netherlands. Review that, then do the U.S.-Turkey game, and then, of course, pay attention to the Australia-Paraguay game, and then review the USA game. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. And sometime over the next breaks, I'll get the streams up for the next 2 days. Okay then, halftime. Take a short break. Sit tight. Stats at the half. How so many teams let Sabari leave PSV to join Bayern? Liverpool, I'm talking to you. Kirill Kaprizov from Montreal. Oh, my. Ecuador look a lot better. Don't think they could score another goal, though. Stoller for Pavlovic. Yep, Pavlovic. Yeah, that's crazy. And it's the only one. There's a Formula One Grand Prix on Sunday morning, and then there's the Canada game. If Lando, man, I don't know. I don't know what's worse. I have a bad feeling Lando's car is going to go pop and Canada's going to fuck it. It's not going to be a good Sunday for me if that's what happens. I hope not. Knock on wood. That doesn't happen. Talking about Marchenko. Oh, okay. And we're off in the second half. Look. So Curaçao, Ivory Coast at the half. Penalty. In the box. Penalty. Para Alemania. 31% possession to 69% possession. 4 shots to 4. 0 shots on target to 0. 122 accurate passes. 82% to 311. 90%. Yeah, Ivory Coast is dominating Curaçao. Oh. Ecuador is so overrated. What good defense. 0 yellow cards to 1. 3 corners to 2. 4 shots to 4. 1 shot on goal to 1. No head up and out. 46th minute. We've started the second half of both matches. 148 pass to 344. 82% pass accuracy to 90. 7 throws to 10. 0 offside to 0. 0 yellow cards to 1. 0 red cards to 0. And 7 fouls to 4. 0-1 to Ivory Coast. And frankly, I think Curaçao's played tough, but Ivory Coast has honestly dominated them. VAR check. VAR check. VAR check for the Germany game. Curaçao, Ivory Coast is still 1-0, and they're still playing open play. 46th minute. But Havertz is taking it. Oh, there might have been a foul. Oh. It ain't the penalty. There was a foul on the run of play that led to the penalty. Oh, this might go back to a free kick for Ecuador, actually. So it's a locked-on penalty in the box. If this is an overturn here, it is a locked-on penalty in the box. Free kick. Yep, foul on Sané. I don't know, man. But he does clip Vite after he kicks the ball. Yeah, fair enough. 47th minute. He does clip him. Well, he clipped him and then he fell. But he did clip Pedro Vite, so that is understandable, I guess. It's a safer option. '48th minute, 0-1. Does Mexico play the worst team in the third place? No, we'll find that out if it's given to them. But If they're given the worst team, sure, possibly. Yeah. Hold up. Alan Franco gets a yellow card. Who will be the easier team for Mexico in the round of 32? One 0-1. So, this doesn't help. Here we go again. Yes, I will be very angry if they lose to South Africa. Yes. But you probably expected that. 51st minute. $52 minutes. Ivory Coast. Into the box. Shot. Goal. No, side. It's passed. It's passed. I thought that was going in. Yeah, Cape Verde and Belgium right now are the only two place teams. So as it stands, Mexico is going to play Scotland as it stands. Curaçao's doing well. Yeah, but they're losing, though. But as it stands in the World Cup, Mexico will play Scotland as it stands. As it stands, Switzerland will play Algeria. As it stands, Brazil will play Japan. As it stands, Morocco will play Netherlands. As it stands, Scotland will play Mexico. Of course, those are 1-2s. Brazil, Morocco are group 1-2s. As it stands, USA will play Bosnia. Australia will play Iran. Paraguay will play Germany as it stands. Header. Ooh. Germany will play Paraguay as it stands. And Ivory Coast will play Norway as it stands. What must take place for South Korea to still make it to knockout stages? Well, they don't need 4 teams to... Well, 4 teams They're fourth. So 4 teams under them win, they're going to be knocked out. Or I should say 5. So basically, they got to hope the teams under them don't win. Or all of them don't win. Or all of them don't pick up a point. Because there's 5, 6. I think 5 and 6 have 3 points. If they pick up a draw or win, they're above South Korea. 7 and 8 have to shot over the bar. 7 and 8 would have to win, and they'd still jump South Korea. So basically, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, of course, the team under would have to win as well to knock them out. So basically, they got to hope the 5 teams under them don't win or draw. The 2 teams under them, they don't want to see draw or win. The 2 teams under that, or the 3 teams under that, they don't want to see win. That happens, which I think Ecuador is one of them. So a miracle. Pretty much. I mean, with a -1 goal differential, I would say, yeah, pretty much a miracle would knock out South Korea from a 3rd place spot. But it's bad enough. They're a 3rd place team. They're comfortably, they're on a bubble for sure. They're on the bubble for sure. I'm not saying they aren't. But I'm not saying they aren't on the bubble. But I think they're comfortably in a position to where it would take an absolute disaster over the next 3 days for them. Like everything to go against them. And maybe even some 2nd place teams to drop to 3rd that has more than 3 points to knock them out. Like it would take an absolute disaster to knock them out. But the fact they have to sweat it is their fault. So they did kind of F around and find out in the first place. But 0-1, 1-1. We'll review this game once it's over. But Curaçao's been playing well, but Ivory Coast does have that goal from Pepe early. Curaçao's pushed at times. 1-1 between Ecuador and Germany. Germany, it doesn't really matter to them. They're through. Top of the group. But yeah, pretty much a miracle. Oh, Mascherano's at the game. The former Inter Miami manager, Javier Mascherano, is at the game. Funnily enough, he's not on his phone this time. Leagues Cup, y'all? No? Okay. Netherlands will play Morocco. Japan will play Brazil as it stands. And Sweden will play France. Oh, Sweden. If Sweden gets to the round of 32 and they play France, they're getting dominated. They're getting destroyed. Basically, if Japan wants to win the group, they have to win by more than the Netherlands win tonight, which probably got invited by Infantino. Still loves football. That's probably why he's there. And I think it was actually the Germany game, the Ecuador-Germany game that he was at. I think it was on this side of the screen, so that makes a little bit more sense. Playing forward. He's in one of them, though. I thought he was on this side of the screen, which is where Ecuador-Germany is, so that's not where I thought he was, but everything is just getting scrambled and scrambled. Playing forward. Ivory Coast playing it around the box. Egypt plays South Korea. Iran will play Australia. Group G will be wild, though. Group H, Spain will play Austria as it stands. Uruguay will play Argentina as it stands. And Cape Verde will play England as it stands. I would love to see Cape Verde beat England. That would be hilarious. I'd love to see Cape Verde pull an Iceland on England. That would be hilarious. That would be awesome. Shit. I'm not saying I would, but there's a very... I might cheekily buy a Cape Verde jersey if they beat England and pulled an Iceland on their ass. That would be hilarious. Imagine if we saw Infantino in this expensive suites, both this game and the Curaçao game. Well, that's impossible unless he has a clone. Which I kind of question. Maybe he does. And Arsenal. Hey! Canada's not Arsenal. Theon Undav coming on for Germany. Can Undav save Germany's ass again? That Iceland team was awesome. I agree. And that Cabo Verde, that Cape Verde team, this Cape Verde team kind of reminds me of that Iceland team. I'm not going to lie. Infantino's stunt double. No, effigy. They choke like them. Fair enough. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Well, can you even say that anymore after Arsenal won the Prem? But either way, Lindelof and Thiaw on in the 59th minute. Can you even say that now? Either way, France will play Sweden, and Norway will play Ivory Coast. I don't even know if Senegal winning against Iraq would put them into the top 8. They would have to win by a lot of goals. Well, if they could flip the goal differential highly, maybe. But either way, Senegal's got to beat Iraq for any chance to advance as a top 3 team. Group J, Argentina play Uruguay. Austria will play Spain. Algeria will play Switzerland. Colombia will play Croatia. Portugal will play Ghana as it stands. DR Congo, let's see what happens there. England will against Uzbekistan. England will play Cape Verde. Ghana will play Portugal. Croatia will play Colombia. There's your third place rankings. Bosnia, 4 points. Sweden, 3 points. Croatia, 3 points. South Korea, 3 points. Algeria, 3 points. Paraguay, 3 points. Scotland, 3 points. Cape Verde, 2 points. Oh, so actually, if you're South Korea, you hope Algeria, Paraguay, and Scotland don't draw, and Cape Verde and Belgium don't win. Senegal would need to Antonis coming on for Curaçao. Which of the top teams at the World Cup have the worst? 61st minute. What? Worst what? Have been the worst. I'll have been the worst. Top teams? It's not Turkey yet. South Korea. I mean, I can't say South Korea is a top team, but them or Belgium. Like, I mean, Croatia? I mean, I don't know if South Korea is really true top team. I don't know if we can really go there. Croatia? But I can't say I'm shocked. I mean, they are getting older. Picked up by Galindez. Or, no, Fofana. Galindez is over there. Fofana. That was the last game, Ryan. Either way. Talk about Sabari. I mean, it's good for Bayern that they got him. I mean, he's a damn good striker. He can play the wing, play midfield. Until Kane leaves, he can play the wing or play midfield and still score goals. And then once Kane leaves, they have their striker. I think it was a genius signing. I mean, Kane won't be there that much longer. And even when Kane gets injured, if Sabari could pull a full 90, maybe he jumps into striker as they replace Kane. I think it works tactically. I think it's a smart idea. Senegal would need to win 3-0 just to get their goal differential to 0. Sweden has not played yet, but if they, well, shit, their goal differential could tumble against Japan. Shot, header, saved. Scotland's got a -3 goal differential, and they're the last team with 3 points. Right on the bubble with Cape Verde. Scotland. And goal! Goal for Ivory Coast. Pepe with a double. Pepe at the double. Curaçao's been playing well, but Pepe scored 2 on them, and it's 2-0 to Ivory Coast. The former African champions are showing out. Or at least doing what they got to do. Pepe twice. Brace. Well, up the pitch. has a chance to shoot, and he does. Perfect pass. Perfect pass. He's on the ball. Shoots it past Eloy Room. That's probably it. Curaçao's finishing 4th. They fought well, too. I mean, they didn't fight as well as Haiti, but Curaçao had a good game against Ecuador. They fought pretty well tonight. They fought well until it got out of hand against Germany. $14 goals in 59 international appearances, 2 goals today for Pepe. Oh, stomped. Fifth minute. Nil 2. Ecuador versus Germany. Cheap Ecuador will probably still qualify. Well, they got to score to do that. They're probably not going to be a third place team. They got to score to do that. Ecuador got to score. Ecuador's got to win their game to qualify. Well, Diamande, Bonnie, and Pepe are off. Well, Ivory Coast would still be second place, actually, because they have the win over them. Ecuador would get 5. Well, no. They would have 4 points if they won. They could still definitely qualify as a third place team if they were to win this game. So they lost the first game. Yep. They drew the second. They're drawing the third. They have to win this one to have any chance of actually making the third place ranking or making it out of the third place ranking to the round of 32. I already talked about Sabari. Again, I think it's a good move. Bayern made a good move to use him as basically anywhere else but a striker, and then when Kane leaves, he's a striker. I mean, it's a genius play. Hydration break. 68th minute hydration break for both. Is he going to play? I think he's going to play. He won't be a striker. I don't think he'll be a striker until Harry Kane either gets subbed off or retires or leaves. But I think he'll be at the wing or the midfield until that point. Luis Diaz, Kane, Elise, Jamal Musiala, where does he play? Sabari attacking mid and a winger. I think attacking mid. I think attacking mid. They're gonna. I mean, there is rotation. I don't know if he'll start every game, but I mean, I think he's at least a sub. But attacking mid's probably his best chance, probably, for now, and become the striker as Harry Kane gets subbed off. If he doesn't get subbed off at the same time. But, I mean, there's chances for him. I mean, Bayern's going to play a lot of games. Man's too good to be a damn sub. I mean, I agree. Total attendance at a FIFA World Cup, we've already hit the world record. 3,605,357 persons. Set at FIFA World Cup when? Already. We're not even in the knockout stage yet. We've broke the record. Now you could say, well, we're over 32 games. And 16 games per group. $64 games? I mean, we're already over that. We're already over 64 games. So, I mean, yeah, it was always going to break the record, but, you know, whatever. I mean, this FIFA World Cup was always going to break the record for total attendance. With how big the stadiums are and how many more games there are. There's 30 more games. 40 more games than old World Cups? And we're at game. We were at game wide. Game 48. We're at game 56. Manuel watched. We're at game 56. This World Cup still broke the record for total attendance. In less than 64 games. Sloppy, yeah. And it was all group stage. And we still got we still have 10 more games. Neuer is washed. Dogged him with a baddie at the game run. Well, good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Good for Thogden. Good for him. Curaçao playing forward. Shot save. '74th minute. We'll review this game once it's over. Shot wide. Nope. 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 I got too much pride in what I do. I got too much pride in what I do or what I can do to become a gambling streamer and just grift the ride on kick by saying the most heinous shit possible. Like, nah, I got too much pride for that. I mean, I know. The YouTube algorithm ain't doing me well, but I ain't the only football guy who's getting fucked by the YouTube algorithm at the World Cup. Save. I ain't the only guy. It's all the small guys. You can say, well, that's your fault for barely doing anything outside the world. Yeah, if it was only me, it would be my fault, more likely. Or my fault for how I stream and other shit. But the fact that other people I know are getting fucked by the YouTube algorithm when it comes to the World Cup, it ain't me. Sane puts it over the bar. It ain't my fault. I'll tell you that much. Yesterday's videos actually did pretty good, though, I gotta say. I think maybe it's starting to... Maybe we're starting to get out of the hole a little bit. But either way, I still want more, but saved. But again, I have too much pride. YouTube sure loves promoting CBS and ESPN. I said the small guys are getting effed. And it's a goal for Ecuador. Oh my God, they're winning. Ecuador beating Germany. Oh my God. Their manager's going buck wild. Oh my God. You know what? Germany deserved that. You know what? Germany deserved that shit. They've been choking all game. 2-1 Ecuador. Their manager's going buck wild. Becca Chiche is going buck wild. And I don't blame him. Plata. Gonzalo Plata. Goal. Ecuador have scored. And now Ivory Coast. Wait, no, Ecuador would still only be finishing third. But Ecuador might be a best third-place team now. That's a goal they needed if they wanted to go to the knockout stage. Horrible defending and tapped in by Plata. What the hell was Neuer doing? Washed. You know, nope, I'm saying it. I'm not even kidding this time. Streets are saying Eloy Room is better than Manuel Neuer. Streets are saying Eloy Room is better than Manuel Neuer. What the hell was that? Hat flick. You're lucky I'm reviewing the Curaçao game, Manuel. You're lucky I probably don't have time to find that highlight either. What the hell were you doing? Hat flick. No. Gonzalo Plata makes Ecuador the leaders. I should probably review the Ecuador-Germany game over the Curaçao-Ivory Coast game, but besides just name check it. But it's their fault for not taking this game seriously. I agree, but they already won the group. But thank God Germany beat Ivory Coast, or Ivory Coast. Well, they don't have the goal differential to be above them anyway, even if they won. Actually, if Ivory Coast, well, then Germany wouldn't have 6 points. But, you know, even if it was just goal differential, Germany would still be winning the group. Thanks, Curaçao. Germany has a lot of rebuilding to do. Germany are frauds. But at least they didn't get grouped this time. I feel vindicated in my opinion. The U.S. should have beat Germany in that friendly. It's a wonder how good the U.S. looked. I mean, they had moments. I'm not saying they didn't. But I'm not saying they didn't, but cross in and absolutely just foots it in right there. I mean, that was crazy. But then again, maybe some people could say, well, I mean, look at what the U.S. was against Germany. You know, that's why they're looking so good right now, and their group is easy. I thought Australia would be their toughest test. Well, going in, I thought Turkey would be. But now, which I guess it still could be because they're rotating because they've already won the group. But I feel like the USA is going to have a better game than Germany is. I really do. I really do. I think Germany legitimately is. Just did have problems with their attack, though. I don't think, well, Turkey has already fourth place. They're eliminated. So both teams are out. It's a legitimate dead rubber. But it is a CONCACAF game, so that's why it gets the billing over. I mean, I'm watching both anyway, but that's why the U.S. game gets the billing over Australia, Paraguay. Because it's a CONCACAF game. And the USA still is going for their first ever 9-point group, so I guess there's a little bit there, you know? There's a little bit there. 81st minute. I mean, hell, Germany, Ecuador was a better game, but I picked Curaçao, Ivory Coast, which, I mean, winner of that was going to finish second, at least until Ecuador won the game. Because goal differential would have put Curaçao in fourth, even if they did win. Speaking of, where does that goal put Ecuador? First! Ecuador is first in the third place ranking. As we speak now, Cape Verde is now in ninth. Cape Verde, if they draw Saudi Arabia, they will be in the third place ranking. And I think they're on the second to last day. I think. Or is it the final? No. Second to last, yeah. Panama. Yeah, the second to last day. So tomorrow, they play tomorrow. If they draw, they're going to be probably under Sweden because of goals for and goals against. But they're going to be above Croatia, South Korea, Algeria, Paraguay, and Scotland. Scotland will be, if Cape Verde draw, and there's other things that can, well, today not so, but if Cape Verde draws, they will knock Scotland out of the top 8 teams. 82 minutes. So, Ecuador is top of the third place teams table. No, I have not. No, I have not. No, I have not. But Ecuador is top of the lucky losers list. That's what I'm going to call it, the lucky losers list. Zealand might call it the bubble. I'm calling it the lucky losers list. Because my life doesn't revolve around March Madness. That's where the bubble comes from. And I guess college football, but less so. Came from college basketball, then into college football, and then whatever. Ecuador first, Bosnia second after 3 games. Sweden has 3 points in second, or after their second game. They have to play in less than an hour, or about an hour and a half, I should say, less than that. Croatia second, or 2 points with 3 points with 2 games. South Korea 3 points from 3 games, in fifth. Now Algeria, so that was 1 strike against South Korea. Algeria 3 points -2. Paraguay. Algeria playing Jordan tomorrow, or Algeria playing Austria tomorrow. Jordan playing Argentina tomorrow, or actually the final day, Sunday or Saturday. My bad. My days are all getting mixed up. Algeria plays Austria. Now you got to ask, if you're Algeria, now you got to ask the question, sitting where you are, do you go for it? Do you try to beat Austria? Do you try to get a point? Do you play? Well, I guess playing for the point, I guess that would put them under Bosnia, but above Sweden. So if they play for the point and get the point, they would be top 3. I mean, there's other permutations, but right now, either way, 85th minute. But if Cape Verde draws their match against Saudi, they will be just under Sweden. They'll be top 4. If they win their match, they'd have 5 points. And that might still be enough to, hold on. 5 points would be enough to win the group if Spain was to screw it against Uruguay. Well, goal differential-wise, no. But I don't think Cape Verde's going to win by that much against Saudi Arabia. But if Spain were to lose to Uruguay, oh no. That would put Spain in 3rd. If Spain drew Uruguay, that would put Cape Verde 2nd if they were to beat Saudi Arabia unless they won. Well, if they won, well, their goal differential will be a plus. If Spain were to draw, their goal differential would be 0. Or, well, no, their goal differential would be 4. So Cape Verde would have to win 4-0. Wide. Corner. So everybody's going to calm down because the World Cup's been weird at the last minute. I'm going to be honest, this World Cup has been by far one of the hardest ones to predict. I mean, I agree to a certain extent. I don't think well, I have to pay attention. But so far, my predictions haven't been that bad. Except for Group C. South Africa making out of the group, that I didn't see coming. South Korea bottling it, having to worry about 3rd place, didn't see that coming. '86th minute. Here comes Ivory Coast. Down in the box. No penalty. In other news, Trinidad Tobago national Malik Lewis drafted to the NBA. Thoughts on Mexico? Hey, you know what? Mexico getting their first ever 9-point group. That's amazing. Was it the prettiest? No. But they won all 3 games. That's something they've never done before, and the USA's never done before. So, all crossed in. South Africa is BS, dude. They tie in the last minute of the 2nd game, then win the 3rd game, and that's all they need. I mean, that's awesome for Trinidad, but I don't know much about Malik Lewis. So, besides the fact he's a basketball player and he got drafted, I don't know much about him. If he played for Mississippi State, I'd know an okay bit about him, but ball crossed in, I don't. We'll review this Curaçao game after it's over. Ivory Coast and Ecuador advance. I mean, in theory, okay, I don't know if Ecuador advances yet, but shame on South Korea for letting it happen. I agree. They should have been better. I mean, Ecuador could still... Here's the thing about that. Sweden could still get more than 4 points. Senegal, the only team who can't get 4 points is Senegal. DR Congo could win and get 4 points. That would flip the goal differential. Belgium could win and get 5 points. Cape Verde, which I think in their group, that would still be enough to get them top 2, so that probably would not make a shit. Iran, so fair enough. Cape Verde, same situation applies for them. If they get 5 points, that would be enough to at least get them top 2. So they would drop out. Scotland can't get any more points. Paraguay could get to 6 points. Algeria could get to 6 points. Croatia or South Korea they're stuck at 3. Croatia could get 6 points. Sweden could get 6. Bosnia has 4, stuck at 4. Ecuador has 4, stuck at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams could overtake Ecuador. No way Germany's about to lose to Ecuador. I mean, I can't believe it either, frankly. So, yeah, I mean, Ecuador mathematically, I don't trust what Fox has to say until they 7 minutes of stoppage time, 6 minutes. I'd be pissed for Germany. What's going on? They're old, they're washed, and they were already the winners of the group. They were very complacent, and Ecuador needed to win this game to finish top 3 in a top 3 ranking spot, and they're number 1 in the 3rd place ranking. So you know what? They did it to themselves. Header. Ball crossed in. They were satisfied with the draw. Exactly, because they didn't need anything, really. All they needed to do, they didn't need to do anything. They already won the group. But a draw at least wasn't embarrassing. This is kind of embarrassing. Shot wide. Here comes Curaçao. Into the box. Shot. Side netting. Oh, it was Germany, actually. My bad. It's Germany. How do I feel more tired today and I got more sleep than I did the past 2 nights? What the hell? 93rd minute. And I just ate before this game. I don't know, man. Playing forward. Curaçao. Now, they do have it in the box. Shot wide. They do put it wide as well. 93rd minute in both games. Ecuador, Germany will go an extra minute. A little bit of caffeine helps. I mean, you'd think I'm not drinking caffeine. 93rd minute. Playing forward. Done so over the bar. I'm good right now. Okay, I'm good. It's kind of cold down here, but I think I've dealt with. Yeah. Once I get used to the fact it's kind of cold down here, I think I'm starting to get a little bit better, yeah. Am I the only, speaking of, am I the only one where, if it's colder, you feel tireder? Am I the only one? I mean, it was 80 degrees outside. I went out to get my hair cut. I don't know what the freaking AC was at the haircut place, but I'm sure it wasn't. That's normal. But I'm used to it being cold down here. I think, yeah, I'm starting to get, okay, I'm good. I think I got it. Yeah. Actually. For some reason, the colder I am, the more tired. I don't know why that is. 94th minute. I mean, the air conditioner kind of does run a bit cooler down here. But I think being tired makes me colder. And then you add on the air conditioner, and it's just, when it's cold, it slows down your calorie burn, makes you feel tired. Well, that makes sense. I guess it's a sort of a temperature shock, considering I went from 80 degrees outside to probably higher than what it is in here from this air conditioner, and then also having my hair blow dried probably didn't exactly help. Probably didn't exactly help. I don't know how those either way. Because I had my hair rinsed before I got it cut, so, and also my eyebrows plucked. If you notice, my eyebrows got plucked. So while I was there, Germany deserves a 3-0 for their laziness. Well, it's going to be 2-1, but they deserve a loss for their laziness. I agree. They deserve to fuck around and find out. It's not going to hurt them, but embarrass them. Final full time. Ivory Coast finishes second in the group. 2-0 win for Ivory Coast. 0-2. Ivory Coast second place. And Ecuador beat Germany. Ecuador beat Germany 2-1. 2-1. Ecuador. Latri. Third place is Ecuador. Yeah, and for some reason I have a damn unibrow. I don't. Absolutely pathetic. They deserve this loss. As long as we agree. They deserve this loss. Yeah, pathetic. I mean, I get it, but Germany, get your shit together. It's not like they've been perfect, I'll tell you that much right damn now. Germany, damn, Ecuador is so happy. Maybe they did, actually. Curaçao finishes 4th with 1 point. Curaçao fought hard, but they were eliminated from the World Cup. Germany, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador have advanced. Ivory Coast, Germany host, and we're waiting to see where Ecuador goes. Ecuador has advanced with that win, with 4 points and a 0-goal differential. I guess there's not enough teams to knock them out, I guess. I guess there's not enough teams who could hit 4 points that would knock them out and stay in the 3rd place ranking, I guess. Which is why that's either got to be the manager's wife or his daughter. That's got to be either or. So I'm guessing because Cape Verde and Belgium are in groups that were almost oops-all draws, if Cape Verde and Belgium win their games, they're going to be in the top 2 or even top the group. So that would drop a team that's worse into there, and they can't get 4 points. So I guess that minus is 2. Ecuador and Bosnia are at 3 points, or 3 games, and they have 4 points. Scotland can't get a 4th point because they're on 3 games. South Korea can't get a 4th point because they're on 3 games. So they only can drop. So they can't take out Ecuador and Bosnia. Sweden, Croatia, Algeria, and Paraguay can pick up more than 4 points. But their goal differentials, well, Sweden's is 0, but Ecuador has scored less goals. So that would actually knock them down. But Croatia's a -1. Ecuador would still be better. South Korea's a -1. Ecuador would still be better. Algeria is a -2. They would still be better. Paraguay is a -2. They would still be better. Well, South Korea is a -1, but they're 3 games. So I guess there's enough teams that wouldn't be able to be in the top 3 if they got above 4 points or got 4 points that Ecuador has clinched. With that being said, I guess so. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. So as it stands, if Fox is correct, Ecuador has clinched a round of 32 berth with this win. Either way, congratulations to them if they did. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe. Hit that hype button to put this up in the algorithm. Hit that subscribe or hit that join button to become a member. Send chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Curaçao has 1 point and is eliminated from the World Cup. Ivory Coast beats them and knocks them out, and Ecuador wins their game and very likely goes to the round of 32 if they haven't advanced already. We'll see if Fox jumped the gun. Either way, Germany wins the group with 6 points, but they already had won the group. With that being said, I'll see you for the review within the hour, and then the next stream will be here for the Japan game at 6 o'clock Central. So, and then review that after it's over. With that being said, I'll see you soon. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See you.